Hey, what's up? This is Rev with the devotional for the 15th of October, 2021. I want to title this talk, Perhaps You're Praying for the Wrong Thing. It comes out of 1 Samuel, the 20th chapter, verses 1 through 20, which I encourage you to read at your leisure. Hannah, the wife of Elkanah, dreamed of being a wife and a mother since she was a little girl. She got the first part of her dream when Elkanah proposed, gave her an engagement ring, and put together a wedding day characterized by simply stated elegance. Hannah and Elkanah knew how to ball on a budget, not spending all their money on the MGM production. After Hannah and Elkanah tied the proverbial knot, the next logical step was to become parents as quickly as possible. That was, after all, the ancient script of expectations that couples were expected to follow. However, Hannah learns quickly and painfully what's expected on one hand and what we experience on the other may not be the same. In fact, 1 Samuel does not tell us how long she endured the frustration, humiliation, and stigmatization of not having a child and being unmercifully teased by Elkanah's other baby mama, Peninnah. But what we do know is simply this, that Hannah undoubtedly feels as if she has failed at her primary role as a woman, and that is to be a mother. Besides, had not God himself said, "Be fruitful and multiply," to Adam and Eve and to their descendants? At any rate, the story takes an interesting plot twist. For years, Hannah and her family have gone to the Shiloh Worship Center. While at, during, and after worship, Hannah would always pray the same prayer: Lord, give me a child, preferably a son. And though she prayed that prayer earnestly and repeatedly, God had not seen fit to give her what she had asked for. This time after service, Hannah finds a quiet place to pray while everyone else is enjoying food and fellowship. She shifts her prayer. She changes the content of her prayer. She stops praying, Lord, give me a child, and starts praying, Lord, if you give me a child, I'll give him back to you and dedicate him to serve you all of the days of his life. Pastor Eli touched and agreed with her in prayer, blessing her with the words, go in peace, and may the God of Israel give you what you have asked for. We learn from verse 20 that prayer alone was not enough. Hannah conceived only after the Lord, hearing her prayer, enabled her intimacy with Elkanah to mushroom into the conceptualization of Samuel. Thus, a prayer was being answered and would be answered only if it was coupled with action. Perhaps you've been asking God for this or that for some time. What you've asked God is neither selfish nor materialistic. Still, God has yet to answer your prayer. I wonder if God has not answered your prayer because the whole point of prayer is not so much to get God to do what we want, but for God to position you so that you will do what God wills. God, through prayer, wants to change not simply circumstances, but wants to change you through praying. Before, Hannah was thinking about her empty womb. Later, she thought about how God might want to use her womb to save and shape her world. Today, will you pray with Jesus? Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Perhaps your prayer will be answered with greater frequency if you continue to ask God for what you want, which is your right, but in praying for God's will to be done in you, in your relationships, and in the world around you, which is your responsibility. In fact, that's the mark of Christian maturity. God bless you. God keep you.